We're here with Ronnie Alcano, and he is just about to enter the finals of the Damas World 8-Ball Championship, where he will face Ralph Souquet. Ronnie, you've already taken one championship out of this man's hands in the World 9-Ball in 2006. Are you up to the task again?
I try my best, and I hope I win.
Well, you two have totally different styles of play. You are an instinctive player. You don't waste a lot of time at the table. Mr. Souquet is a very methodical player, very slow. Is his rhythm going to give you any problem? Are you ready for a very long match? We're having a little translation here.
Ano din, ganun lang ang laro ko, pass lang din ako. My play is pass.
Yes, but his is slow.
Yes, so I don't care.
Okay. In just a very few hours, you will either continue to be the World 8-Ball champion, or you'll be the runner-up. How bad do you want to take this cup home?
Sabihin mo, talagang gano'n kasi hindi naman pwede dalawang manalo. Siyempre, pareho namin gustong manalo eh.
He is telling he wants to win, but only one winner for the tournament.
Well, all week long, you have been very loose at the tables, showing no nerves at all. Is there any tension for this final match?
I don't. Ano ba?
May tension ka daw ba ngayon sa ngayong match?
Siyempre meron, pero kaya. I have a tension, but ano yung kaya kong labanan.
He can do anything and everything so that he can win.
That, folks, is confidence. Ronnie, good luck to you. Hope to be talking to you again soon. Thanks. We are joined now by Ralph Souquet, who in just a very few minutes is going to be facing Ronnie Alcano for the World 8-Ball Championship. Ralph, such a beautiful trophy. Is there a spot for that in your home?
There's definitely a spot for it at home. No doubt about that.
Well, we all remember in 2006, you and Alcano played another final at the World 9-Ball Championship. He came away with that one. Is this a bit of a grudge match?
Well, of course, it would be nice to get a revenge, to be honest. But, it's a different year, it's a different discipline, a different country, and things probably be a little different than they were in the Philippines. Of course, he will have a lot of supporters here as well. But, things didn't go my way at all in that final match there. And hopefully here, things will just go a little better for me, and then I have a pretty good chance to get a better result and hopefully win it.
Ralph is quite right. In Manila, nothing went his way. His break, which had been working earlier in the week, just was not effective at all. But your break here seems to be working pretty well.
Well, as I said, it's just another match. I'm just looking at it as another match. I don't care what comes with it. I just want to win this single match, and that's all I'm looking forward to.
One more question, I'll leave you alone. How are the nerves treating you? Were you able to sleep last night? Are the butterflies running around in your gut?
I actually didn't sleep that well, to be honest, but I don't know why. I mean, I just try not to focus on it. I just try to get enough sleep. I hopefully got enough, but it was not the same sleep that I got in the nights before, but not every night I had a good night's sleep, so I don't see it as a bad or as a good thing. I just, I think it's just a natural thing that, things in your back mind are already focusing on something that's coming up for the next day, and as I said, I try to put it out of my mind that this is a championship final match, because I mean everybody keeps talking about it, and I just try to see it as another game or another match in the tournament, and that's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
We're going to let Ralph get back to warming up, but first we would like to wish you good luck and hope that you have good shooting, and perhaps very soon you'll be hoisting the crystal.
Thanks a lot, Jerry. Appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jerry Forsyth with AZB TV, and we are, of course, at the Damas World 8-Ball Championships in Fujairah. I'm very pleased to be joined by Mr. Tamjid Abdullah, and he is the Deputy Managing Director of the Damas Group. They are our diamond and title sponsor. Mr. Abdullah, you have been associated with this tournament now for a great deal of time. How do you find your relationship with this event?
Well, hello everyone, first of all. And a small introduction about the Damas Group. I'll just do it very quickly. I don't want to bore the people. Now, Damas Group is mainly a jewelry company established in 1907. So we've crossed the century of age in the United Arab Emirates. Our group does jewelry from manufacturing to retailing and wholesaling. And we are present in I would say a good 60% of the world today. Our branches are in all the GCC countries, Middle East, Far East, and in Europe and in the States as well. So just that's the quick brief about Damas. Now, our relation with this tournament started when we were invited by His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Mohammed al-Sharqi to be the ruler of Fujairah, to be sponsors for this kind of tournament, and we were very honored to do so. And we have started about 4 years ago with this sponsorship, and it's going on, and it will definitely go on for the next 5 years as well. Now, the way we look at sports events and other activities, cultural or social activities that take place in the country, we look at Damas as a part of the UAE family. We look at our society as a family, and us being a member of this family, we feel that we are obliged to be supportive to all kinds of sport activities, cultural activities, social activities, etc. And we are we're proud to say that we are the only company in the region that has the Damas Society department, which is a non-profitable department in the company that does all the sponsorships, all these, covering of all these sort of events, supporting all these events.
Well, it does seem that business and government in the United Arab Emirates work together. It's a bit different from the way business and government have relationships in the rest of the world. Can you tell us a little bit about that relationship?
That's a great question. I mean, today, in general, in let's say most of the world, the government is a kind of, I would say, the policeman watching over the businessman, and it's businessmen try to avoid showing all whatever they generate in business. Let's say, or like maintaining a kind of two books. I mean, I'm not being harsh on that, but there's taxes and all this in the rest of the world. Here, we are entertained by no tax. It's a tax-free country. It's not only that. Today, the more good we do, the more patting on the back we get from our superiors, from our government, and the more encouragement we get. So you do better, good for you, run faster. You know, I mean, today, with God blessing, the UAE's emerging economy and emerging, I would say, market in general, either industrial or commercial or even in real estate. It's beautiful growth we have. And definitely that can never happen if there is no proper management of the country. And to us, we feel as strong as the government itself, because today there is a kind of a merger between the public sector and the private sector, which shows the collaboration we have together along with the government. So therefore, it's a pleasure to do more to get bigger and to grow, because my superiors, my government would look high at me and say, bravo, well done, keep it up.
Now, I have watched you in the audience this week. I know you are aware of the skills of these gentlemen. And as we speak, Ralph Souque is facing Ronnie Alcano in the finals. Would you like to pick a winner for us?
Well, listen, I mean, to me, I love the way the German player is playing. He's more of a tailor than a player. He's really, he tailor makes every shot he does. He kind of all pre-calculated, and it's really laid very well. I mean, good luck for both players. To me, the most important is to have a successful tournament, successful closing of this tournament, and I hope all the players will be happy with the results that comes out. And again, I hope the world would appreciate this kind of tournament in this, I would say, small spot in the world, which is Fujairah, which we call it the bride of the Gulf.
Well, Mr. Abdullah, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your long and continuing support of the billiard sport. We do appreciate you. We thank you very much. We hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we are now joined by Sultan AlShahada, and he is the man in charge of marketing and public relations for the Damas World 8-Ball Championship. Sultan, you've been able to draw in an awful lot of sponsors to this event, and that grows every year. That must be quite a task.
First of all, let me thank Jerry and his team. Actually, he started with us from 2002 until now. From media, really, we build ourselves. Damas really helped us on this tournament to improve. Now we become really very strong. As you know, last year or the year before, we were selecting players. Right now, the player would like to come, and we couldn't take them. So, and I think media play an effective role in this tournament, and sponsorship, even Damas and others, really, and help us to improve.
Yes, but you know, the thing that sets you apart, Sultan, is that you have been able to acquire sponsorship from many different businesses, not just billiard businesses. You have acquired Damas, hotels, Dan Wright, advertising, real estate, I mean, just a broad spectrum of businesses. Is this a year-round job for you, a quest that you are constantly working on?
We started actually a year ago in marketing, because this is very big event, as you know, it's World 8-Ball Championship. We have some loyalties as Damas. It becomes like our loyalty, I mean, for sponsorship. Then others people, they're coming to us. Now real estate, it's like growing here in UAE, so they would like to participate with us. Others they call us and discuss with us. And I will tell you one more thing. This year we rejected 3-4 companies because it was not that much strong to be in this field. So I think next year will be more sponsorship, inshallah, and more sponsor, but it will be also Damas.
Well, Sultan, you've done a great job. Thank you for your efforts, and I must say, the hospitality that you have presented us with is unparalleled throughout the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I am joined now by Khaled AlMizuri. And Khaled, you are the chairman of the organizing committee for this event. So you're pretty much the guy who has to herd all the house cats. What kind of hours do you have to put in to make this event the success that it is?
First of all, yes, even though I'm the chairman of the committee, but we are working as a teamwork. And what we do have committees, committee regarding the advertising, another committee regarding the media, and committee about the reception, committee about the technical, committee about the PR, and committee about the opening ceremony as well as the closing ceremony. and therefore everybody is, each committee has its own chairman, and therefore I'm only supervising those chairmen, and therefore the job is distributed, delegated, everybody has his own team, and each person or chairman of each committee has his own team, and they are also delegated, they know their work. The first tournament, which was officially done, you can say, 3 years ago, we had to distribute and teach the people and tell them what are the duties and responsibility for each committee. But it became now, everybody know it, it's used, everybody knows what's their duties, responsibility, and therefore it become like a normal and routine. And yes, I do come, I have to coordinate with the government, I have to coordinate with the VIPs, I have to supervise the opening ceremony, closing ceremony. I have to make sure that everything is in the same order, in a way of quality, and in the same time, number of people, okay? And this is exactly my task. So it's a management rather than operations.
You seem to have a tremendous number of people on these teams. Any idea how many people are actually working on this event every year?
Not less than 100 people. Yes.
That is amazing. How did you first become involved?
First thing, actually, Ahmed Ibrahim asked me, and he said, please, we need to create a committee, and the billiard, and we need to speak to His Highness. So what I did, I put a list of the people, and believe it or not, my name was not the chairman on the list. So His Highness said, Khaled, I think it's a good team you are creating, and I would like you to be the chairman. Then I said, I just have little bit knowledge about the billiard. I'm actually a bicyclist. So he said, even though I'm sure you're going to do a good job. And therefore, being the general manager of the airport, we took the lead that the airport should be the major sponsor. And this is why you see many of the people here, they are participating in their own time. As a part-time after office hours, they do participate for the success of the tournament. So from there, His Highness asked me to be His Highness Sheikh Saleh bin Mohammed Sharqi, who is the chairman of the Department of Industry and Economy. And we did very well in the first tournament, and that's as it has been witnessed with many people. The Billiard Association by itself, the chairman of the Billiard, Mr. Ryan Anderson, and the rest of the team, and therefore it became just continue each year that I have been selected as the chairman. The good thing is the government gives a trust to the young people down here in Fujairah, and they give us delegation in terms of even finance. We do give them a report, but everything is we have the authority for check signature, for income, for controlling everything from A to Z in terms of income, revenue, as well as expenses, with their editing, of course. But that gives us the visibility, the easy way in order to control the operations, to control the management without hassles, without interference from, different party.
Well, I must say your successes have been able to build upon themselves year after year, and we really want to thank you for that. It's just been a great, great tournament every year.
Thank you. And the success goes to the companies who have been sponsoring this event. And first of all, I would like to thank Damas Group. They are the leader for the sponsor. Plus, there are other companies who have been supporting us for the last 3 years. And before that, also it goes to the media who have been doing excellent job. It was before a challenge for us in order to market a billiard tournament in the UAE. UAE is very famous with the sport. In terms of football. So football is the #1 sport in the UAE. When you come to billiard, it's a little bit hard, and we are talking a little bit. It's we are organizing it in Fujairah, which is a little bit about far away from the commercial capital, which is Dubai of the UAE, and the capital of the UAE, which is Abu Dhabi. So there were two challenges for us: being far, and it's not famous as the football. But with the help of the companies as well as the coverage from the media, we were very successful. And before that, of course, the directions by their highnesses, Sheikh Hamad bin Mohammed Al-Sharqi, who is the ruler of Fujairah, as well as Sheikh Saleh, his brother, who is the chairman of the Department of Industry and Economy, their advice is instruction that we should make this tournament each year the best. And therefore, it's a big challenge for us, and thanks God we have been successful. And Fujairah won 2 times so far as best city organizing or hosting the 8th ball. We are looking for that one to have it each year, and hopefully next tournament will be even better, and there will be better surprises in terms of opening ceremony, organizing it. But all of that will not work without the media help and assistance. So thank you for your interview, and hopefully we'll see you next year with better organizing.
We'll look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure.
I am with Ian Anderson. Ian is the president of the World Pool Association. And Ian, we have watched this event grow over the years, and isn't it amazing where we are now?
It surely is. This year has outdone any other year by far. It has easily been the best 8-ball championship we've had.
And I understand that it's going to continue for a while.
Well, that's the good news. It's going to continue for at least another 5 years. So it'll be going through to what? 2012. Yeah.
There are many changes in store for us in the future. They've got some great venues coming up, but golly, I don't know how they're going to beat what they've already done.
Well, if you saw this venue just a few years ago, you wouldn't think it could be turned into what it is today, but it's now all air conditioned, it's decorated out, beautifully decorated out, all the sponsors are well advertised around the room. It's a credit actually to the organising committee here to turn this venue into what you see today. It's fantastic.
And you get to spend a little time in the UAE every year.
Yes, and I don't mind that. I couldn't recommend anywhere any better than coming here. And I'm not saying that because we're here at the moment, but I know you've enjoyed the same hospitality, and it's truly amazing. It's a place that you feel absolutely at home in. It's wonderful. As warm as one thing. It's fantastic.
And that's why he chose this place to bring his board members for an annual meeting. I mean, what better place to come than Fujairah? Ian, thank you very much for this time, and good luck to you in the future. I know that your hands are very full in the world of pool, but we really do appreciate your efforts.
Thanks, Jerry, and we always enjoy the support of AZ Billiards and the magazines and everything, in general from the whole media. We've got some really exciting things coming up. Things are growing in China. We've got an event shortly in Qatar, so everything's on the move and upwards. Thank you.
And we will keep you posted on everything that happens.